So you finally found the property that you like, that you've been searching for months for, and you're ready to make that offer. Now you may be wondering, what can I do to make sure that the offer is accepted? Well, stay with me and I'll show you a few tips that you can use to make sure that your offer gets accepted and you can get your dream property. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Once again, my name is Rob Bailey, realtor in the Chicagoland area with American Realty Network, and today I'm going to be giving you some tips and advice on negotiating your offer when you're looking to buy a property. Now, if you thought that finding the perfect property for yourself was a big deal, negotiating the offer for that property is a completely different ball game. Now, I've known people who've made offers on multiple properties only to have none of them get accepted. Now, to help you avoid that headache, I'm going to offer you some tips that'll help you get your offer accepted on the property that you've been dreaming about. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know of any real estate content that you want me to make a video about in the future. Now, let's talk about negotiating that offer. The first thing that you need to remember when negotiating your offer is that there are a lot of emotions involved when dealing with real estate. Actually, I'd argue that there is more emotion involved when negotiating offers than logic. Here, I'll explain to you why. For buyers, you want to feel like you got the best deal on that real estate property as possible. As a buyer, you don't want to be seen paying listing price for a property. Just like with the car, you don't want to pay sticker price. You want to make sure you negotiate it for as much money off as possible. And if you can't negotiate or you feel like the seller isn't budging, then you start to feel as if the seller is being stingy or greedy and you no longer want to deal with them, thus killing the deal. Now, let's say that the home is priced under market value, which means that this home is selling cheaper than similar homes in the area and the condition is exactly the same. A lot of times, buyers will still try to negotiate some money off of that price just because they need to feel like they've gotten that deal. And in the end, they may end up losing out because a smarter buyer may come along and say, hey, even at the list price, this home is cheaper than other homes in the area, so they realize it's a deal even at that price. Now, that's a silly way to lose out on your dream home. In reality, maybe the seller's neighbor's home has different and better features from that seller's home, but the seller doesn't see that. The seller's only seeing the price that it's sold. So that's what the seller's aiming for. They're aiming to beat their neighbors or maybe to beat their friend with a similar home in a similar neighborhood because they want that bragging rights. Now, if that's not emotional, I don't know what is. So now we see how emotions can play a deal when negotiating offers and how emotions can stop a good deal right in its tracks. So how do you combat that? Well, in order to combat those emotions, you need to remember why you got into this deal in the first place. As a buyer, you need to stop and think about what your initial goals were when you first set out to buy this property. Maybe you were looking to buy a bigger home for your growing family. Maybe you were looking to downsize. Or maybe this is an investment property where you're looking to build up wealth and start making passive income. Whatever that reason is, you need to stop and focus on that goal. Focusing on your goals will help to stop those negative emotions in their tracks when you're negotiating your offer. You'll find that once you focus and set in on your goals, a lot of those petty reasons tend to fall to the wayside and you really just want to focus on getting your dream home and getting your property. Once you've focused in on your goals, now it's time to do your homework. Have your realtor search through the comparables in the area so you can find out what similar homes are selling for. Once you do that, you'll be armed with better knowledge and you'll be able to make a good offer on the property, one that's fair for you and fair for the seller. That way, you'll be focused on getting the property that you want instead of focusing on the seller to get them to drop their listing price as much as possible. If the seller has already priced their home below market value, you could be missing out on a great deal, and you don't want to do that. So that's definitely something that you need to keep in mind. And more importantly, you have a better chance of getting your offer accepted. Alright guys, so that's my advice on negotiating offers to get the dream home or the dream property that you've been looking for. Any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me at my website at BaileyAcresProperties.com. Once again, my name is Rob Bailey, realtor in the Chicagoland area with the American Realty Network. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.